Welcome. You are in the kitchen with Chef R. Allen. And today we're doing a chicken Francese. Someone asked me to do this for them. T.C. Bradley, syndicated talk show host for God Made Millionaires. My wife was there on the show. We was in Naples, Florida, Fort Myers. And she had a #1 bestseller book. But we're not going to talk about her book. Anyway, this is for T.C. Bradley. Chicken Francese. He wanted me to make it for him. So enough of talking, and let's do it. So we're gonna start right here with the ingredients and the chicken and all that. So I got the oil. You don't need that much oil, and you got it on medium to high heat, so you don't need that much oil. Okay. So I get chicken breast, boneless chicken breast, and I pound it as flat as you can. You know, that's flat, and pound it. I season. I got my flour. Well, I'm using Mrs. Dash, you know, garlic and herbs. So put in my flour, which is delicious. Okay, so we're gonna start. We got the seasoned flour, and we got the eggs. So we're gonna break some eggs, and we're gonna make an egg wash with it. Now it's almost like a piccata. Chicken piccata, except what you do with the chicken piccata, you put the egg, you dip it in the egg, then the flour. Here, we dip it with the flour first, and then the egg. So like I said, we're gonna break up 3 to 4 eggs, stir that around. You're gonna add a little water. Add a little water. You're gonna make an egg wash. That's gonna be your egg wash. Okay, we'll set that aside here. And like I say, you pounding your chicken breast as flat as you can. And we're gonna dip it in the flour first. You dip it in the flour first, get excess flour off. Then you drop it in the egg. And then you're gonna put it in the skillet. And you're gonna do it the same with the rest of them. With the flour. Dip it with the eggs. And with this here, like I said, with this here, you don't flip the chicken over. You know, not until you're gonna flip it on each side once, and that's it. 2 to 3 minutes to cook, because you want it brown. You got that? Okay, that's the chicken cooking. We're gonna leave that over. Like I said, you don't want to flip that over. So you're gonna let that cook. So while that's cooking, I got my butter, I got my lemons, we're gonna have the white wine with it, the PINOT, GRIGIO. You know, you can use any white wine you want, but I like this one here. Okay. So we're going to move this out the way for you guys. And thank you guys for watching and checking out. And thank you guys for liking and subscribing. Check out my channel. I'm on Instagram. I'm on YouTube, Facebook. And this is for T.C. Bradley in Naples, Florida. He's a syndicated national television host for God Made Millionaires. And he made my wife's book a #1 seller for Amazon. Okay. So as this is cooking, we're going to cut the lemons up. Like I say, 2 minutes on each side. Oh yeah, smelling good. Smelling good. 2 minutes on each side. Do not flip it over but once. And that's just to get it back over. Okay, so while that's cooking, got my butter here. Now we're gonna do the lemon juice, but we're gonna do a couple of lemons too. And I got the recipe I got the recipe at the bottom of the description. And we're going to flip this over a couple of minutes, like I said. We're going to flip this over. Oh, yeah. And this is real simple, guys. Real simple to make. And the reason I'm keeping this flour here is because I'm going to use that to fatten it up, to thicken it up for us. Thicken the broth up. I got the chicken broth, I got the wine, and then the lemon juice. So as that's cooking, I'll grab another plate here. And guys, it don't, like I said, it don't take long. It's real simple. 10-minute prep, 20 minutes to cook, and you're all set. Okay, now as this is cooking, I'm getting ready because I'm gonna take the chicken off to the side, you know, and let that drain in there because I'm gonna make with the wine sauce. Move this here. I got the lemons there. Guys, this is delicious and this is easy, but let's put this back down so you guys can see. And that's where we got that cooking. Oh yes. You got your broth, you got your chicken broth, you got your wine. And like I said, you can do any white wine you want, but this wine works for me, the PINOT. It works for me. Okay, looking good. Like I say, 2 minutes on each side. We're gonna cut this down a little bit. We got 2 minutes on each side. And you want to flatten it, like I said, flatten it as much as you can. Okay, so we're going to take this chicken off. Oh, yeah. You see this, guys? Let me bring it in closer to you. That's what you want. You want it golden like that. I'm going to put that aside. And this is chicken Francese. And it is so good. Okay, so while we got that draining, I want to scrape some of this off. Cut this down on low because you're just going to have it. Okay, we're going to put the, first, let's put some lemons down. This is what we're going to do. We're going to drop the lemons in here. Oh man, you smell the lemons. Smell the lemons. Now get these seeds over here, because you're gonna have the lemon juice here. Then, for maybe 1 or 2 minutes, flip this over. Oh man, it's like straight lemon juice, like hot tea. Okay, so now we're gonna add some of the broth. We're going to add a little bit of the wine. Just a little bit, guys. Don't, just a little bit. Okay. Now, like I said, I stir this a little bit more. Let's bring this over. I stir this a little bit more. Now, this is how I do it. I learned this a long time ago. Okay, when you want to thicken it, first we'll get the seeds. First, we'll drop some more lemon juice in here. That's enough lemon. I mean, you don't want it too lemony. Now, this is how I'm going to do this here, because I want it a little thick. I'm adding a little butter, but then I'm putting a little flour with it. Maybe two things, but because that's going to thicken it. You don't want it as a gravy. Yeah, you don't want it as a gravy. You're going to stir that in. You want that to melt. You want that butter to melt. And you want that flour to melt with it. But like I said, you don't want it as a gravy. So this is good. And guys, I'm telling you, you guys are going to love this. Now we're gonna put a little more, once this flour cooked down, put a little more of this wine and let it reduce a little bit. Because you're gonna put the chicken back in here and you're gonna let that cook for a minute. Cook this, let's get the flour out the way. Oh man, this is good, guys, and it doesn't take, I'm telling you, it's real simple. Now you got the broth, you got the wine, you got the lemons. Oh yeah. Now you're gonna put the chicken back in. And I like I said, I'll cook that like maybe two minutes. I like it to simmer, but I do 2 minutes on each side. You really don't have to do 2 minutes on each side because it's already cooked. So we'll let that sit and let that sit there. And then for my garnish, let that sit. And then for my garnish, I'm gonna cut up some lemons so we can garnish it with it. And guys, that's basically it, man. That's chicken Francese. That's it. And let it cook. Let me move this out the way so we can garnish. You got your butter, you got your wine, you got your chicken broth. You see that didn't take long? And man, let's wipe this down, let that cook. And you see how quick that was? And guys, you guys been awesome. You guys been supporting me. You guys been wonderful, and I just appreciate it, man. And I thank you guys for liking. And guys, I just got plenty more recipes coming up. I mean, I'm excited about what I'm doing, and I'm glad that it's reaching folks, and people are requesting, and people are liking it. And thank you guys. And this is my chicken Francese, and you guys are awesome. So let's finish up with this here. Let's bring this in closer so you guys can see. So you guys can see it, and we're gonna plate it up. But first, I want to cut some more lemons because that's the garnish. I want to garnish it for you guys. Cut it off. And that's it, guys. Now let's hit the plate. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nice. Nice. And I like to scoop it up. We're gonna put some more of this lemon juice on it. You know what? This is what works for me. Give me 1 second. Put this over here so you guys can see. And that's the juice. Put the lemons. Oh yes. And guys, this is chicken Francese. This here, guys, is real simple and delicious. And guys, until next time, guys, thank you. You are in the kitchen with Chef R. Allen. Until next time, thank you.